Save Bayonne, no mosque, no mosque. These flyers were passed around the east side of Bayonne last week. Bayonne Muslims want to move their cultural center and mosque to an old warehouse off of Avenue F, but they're hitting some opposition.
You know, there's the parking, there's pipelines underground that are going from gas pipelines that are going underneath. There's also issues about the contamination issues. And let's face it, there is a little bit of a fear factor coming in with all the situations. You see the Republican candidate, Donald Trump, he's making a big issue about it. And there's people in the neighborhood that are fearful about it, but they don't want to speak up because they fear themselves.
Now, Bill, the Bayonne Muslim congregation is in no way new to town. They've been meeting several blocks away in the basement of St. Henry's Catholic School for 15 years. They just want to have a place of their own. One mosque official told me that they're happy to answer questions, but those opposed don't want to sit down.
Our lawyer reached out to them to see if they would like to come and speak to us, but only one or two people came and spoke. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on their side.
Joe Wisniewski says he's fighting the fight regardless of what people call him.
Listen, I've been called a bigot, I've been called a racist, and I've had death threats, but I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to speak my mind. This is where I live, this is my neighborhood, and I'm going to protect my neighborhood. And there's numerous residents that have come out and spoken to me and said they don't want it here, and I'm fighting for everybody here.
Now, Bill, the attorney for Bayonne Muslim, says this is nothing but simple fear between people who have been neighbors in the same city for decades, people who know one another.
They're all different walks of life. There's doctors involved, there's business owners that are involved with this, and other than fear and possible racism, I don't see any other reason why these people are protesting.
Now, Bill, Bayonne City spokesman Joe Ryan told me, look, the Bayonne Zoning Board is going to hear both sides and make its decision. He also reminds us of the First Amendment, which protects both the freedom of religion and the freedom of speech. So we'll see what happens.
We spend thousands of taxpayer dollars every time we have a mosque because the FBI then has to watch over that mosque and surveil that mosque.
That is absolutely untrue and completely ridiculous.
The NYPD and the FBI do.
And the NYPD was reprimanded for that kind of activity by the FBI.
Both in New York and New Jersey, this happens. So it does cost taxpayer dollars every time they have to watch over a new mosque. So it's understandable that residents are fearful.
And
we live in a climate where people fear terrorist attacks.
Let's have a little bit of fact here. The NYPD admitted that after watching New York City Islamic communities for 10 years and spending millions of dollars to do it, they found nothing, not a thing.
All right, keep us posted. Thanks, Hank.